If you miss Wednesday nights, the 110 Nation Sports Show, you miss Mario and myself talking about the AFC East. You might be surprised how we feel the East is going to finish. Listen in.
Mario, we're going to jump into the AFC East to start off with.
All right.
I have written here who and how I think they're going to finish. We're going to start from the bottom up, how we think this is going to play out in the AFC East. My fourth and final place team is the New England Patriots.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I don't have a lot of confidence in the Patriots. I just don't think that there's a lot of pieces out there. Mac Jones has not proven anything at this point to me. Hell, he's not even a 3,000-yard rusher. And you're talking 14 touchdowns, 11 interceptions last year. So he's not the most efficient thrower. He's not the most accurate thrower. Granted, you guys went out and got Ezekiel Elliott, but we're on the back end of that career. Nobody visualizes or sees Ezekiel Elliott being a every down back. We can see him short yardage back. We can see him maybe a second and 5 back, but he's not going to be your every down back. It's past that time for Ezekiel Elliott, who I love. I didn't love him for the Cowboys, but I'm a Buckeye. He's a Buckeye. I like some Ezekiel Elliott. But let's be honest, there's a lot of miles on that body, and there's more weight on that body than there once was as well. I just don't have a lot of confidence in the New England Patriots. I think we can officially say who made that system. Everybody was wondering when Tom Brady left, was it really Bill Belichick's system or was it really Tom Brady's system? Well, we're going to say it's still Bill Belichick's system, but Tom Brady's what made that system work. Ever since the separation, Tom Brady's been in the Super Bowl and been in the playoffs. I don't even think the Patriots have been in the playoffs since the separation. So obviously, either A, the quarterbacks they've had since then just can't play in a system, or B, Tom Brady made that system. Either way, my fourth position, who I think is going to finish at the bottom of the AFC East, is going to be New England Patriots.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same page as you. You know, with Jones not having a good year, he had only 2,997 yards last year with 11 picks. But I can sit there and say, you know, without a good offensive coordinator, you know, in your side, in your corner, you know, with the offense that they have, it's kind of like I don't know. But I feel like if they can get back to his rookie year when he threw over 3,800 yards, you know what I mean, with 22 touchdowns and 13 interceptions, you know, that was a good foundation. That was the replacement talk of Tom Brady. You know what I mean? That rookie year, you know, it's kind of looking at it is his rookie year is going to be his best year, you know, just because of the ups and downs he had last year without an offensive coordinator. But I have them in last in that division also.
Third, coming out of the AFC East, I have the Miami Dolphins. Say things. This is where things might change up. One, I don't have a lot of confidence in Tua's health. The concussions are a serious issue. Him and Mac Jones, I feel and I agree with all the reports I've read, are on the hot seat right now. They got to prove, not only does Tua need to prove he can lead his team and get to the top, but also prove that he can stay healthy. That's honestly the most important thing is that, if he can't prove that he can take a hit and these concussions are going to be a thing, you've made enough money already. Just finish your life out and just live off the millions you've already made, and at least live those days with some kind of intactfulness in your brain and not as it is a noodle and everything else. But that's the big concern with Tua. Also with the Dolphins, the running game, they were 25th in the league. They were pretty much dead last. So your team is relying on a quarterback that his health is a concern, and your rushing attack is not helping. Nobody over 1,000 yards, pretty much almost last in the league. Just not a lot of confidence in the whole offensive side of the ball. And I think that the AFC East has gotten a little bit tougher, especially when it comes to the top two teams versus where the Dolphins were. Jets have not been irrelevant. I think this year there will be, especially the pieces they added. But also, there's no real backup to Tua. Now that I've seen, I don't know if I missed anything, but there's really no reliable name behind him. So if he does go down with a concussion, you're kind of left with just hoping that one of these young quarterbacks will do something. And you got Waddle and you got Tyreek Hill. I think that your receiving core, it's got potential, but it's young. You only got two proven veterans on that team, and you're putting a lot of hope that can carry you all the way through the season, not wear down, nobody get hurt. I just feel that that's a lot. Defense is pretty solid. I don't know. My big issue is the whole concussion and Tua staying healthy, and the fact that you don't have a run game to kind of help ease that is a big concern to me. Who do you have in the third spot?
Now, who I had, it was kind of a toss-up. Now, the only reason why I have to agree with you with the Dolphins is just because there's no backup. There's no backup to Tua. And I can sit there, if Tua's on the field, they have a good chance of winning a lot of games. You understand what I'm saying? But the key part is when Tua gets hurt. It's not even to the point where if now, it's just when. Because everybody's expecting something to happen to Tua where he's going to be out a couple games. Now, who's going to step up? Who's their backup quarterback to step up? And I just don't believe in a quarterback. And that's the only reason why. If he's on that field and he stays healthy, he has great numbers. When I say good numbers, is they really are. But I just can't figure. I can't picture Tua staying healthy for a whole year. That's why I have to put Dolphins.
Yeah, a little over 50% throwing, 3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Had a decent year, even with the concussion stuff going on.
Exactly. But you can't if you don't have your quarterback there in the playoffs. It's just hard for NFL teams to win in the playoffs with a backup quarterback. It's just difficult. It's difficult.
Second, I have coming out this division is the Jets. This has been a huge topic. And I know everywhere I looked, most people have the Jets either third or fourth coming out this. Like, there is no confidence in this Jets team at all. And I'm kind of baffled. Like, is there no confidence in the Jets, or is there no confidence in Aaron Rodgers? Or I'm not gonna say confidence in Aaron Rodgers. Is there that much hate towards Aaron Rodgers?
No, I just think it's just. I think people are really not prepared to sit there and say the Jets are going to do something and win yet, just because it's been so long that they haven't. But as far as what's on paper and what's going on, they have a good chance of winning. Their only part is their schedule at the beginning of the year. You know what I mean? Where the teams that they have to face out the gate, they have to win some tough games. But I would like to see the Jets win. I would like to see the Jets win.
They got a hellified tough schedule. I'm definitely looking forward to that October 8th game at Denver, especially with all the smack talk going on between them already.
Yeah.
I just don't get it because you got Lazard out there, you got Garrett Wilson, you got Corey Davis, you got a solid receiving core. I think Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State has impressed everybody at the receiving, and that was with having the three worst quarterbacks, QBR-wise, in the entire NFL. Now, you throw in Aaron Rodgers, you can imagine what Garrett Wilson is going to do. They just signed Delvin Cook in the backfield, so now you got a certified, solidified running game as well. Not that your running game was all that horrible bad last year, but now you just – well, I'm going to take it back. It was horribly bad. Nobody even hit 500 yards. But that team was just horrible. But now you added
that's off the play action.
Yeah. So, and even if something was to happen, worst case scenario, and Aaron Rodgers, which hardly ever gets hurt, and not that Zach Wilson is my first choice, but you have somebody that's in the system.
Exactly.
Now you have somebody that has been following in Aaron Rodgers' footsteps all this preseason. So now it's expected to be a better quarterback. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but I have a little bit more confidence if I'm a Jets. You have a former first-round pick, a former starter, now being mentored by Aaron Rodgers. If something was to happen, you would like to assume that things got better.
And he actually took on a good role too, because just from reports and just seeing that, I think he's really embraced the part of Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback of the team right now. Even though he struggled, he is a first round pick, but I think he sees that there's an opportunity to learn here. You know what I mean? But I just don't see. You're gonna tell out the gate just because the Jets schedule, starting off. Is
now
with the Bills.
Let's be honest, though. Let's be honest. Did you have a choice but to embrace being the backup role and taking that position? Like, you knew that you were pretty much going to be fired. This was kind of your saving grace. Like, if Aaron Rodgers didn't come in, if you even got to be the starting quarterback the next season, that was probably it. You're going to be fired. This was kind of your saving grace. Is now you're going to prolong your career at New York, and you got an opportunity to be mentored by one of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL. Like, you had no choice but to embrace it. Let's be honest about it now. I mean, but from the surface, looks like he's done it gracefully. But did he really have a choice? Like, was there any other option other than to screw yourself royally out of any opportunity anywhere?
Yeah, but I would say this. He could have. If he could have, he will always be a back. He'll come in, camp here, camp there, may pick up a team as far as a backup. Would a lot of quarterbacks be happy? You know what I mean? As far as taking it the way they did, I don't know, but I feel like it's a good opportunity for him to sit there and learn and listen and see how Aaron Rodgers does it, because he does have talent. The talent part is there. It's just, getting it all together. But I would say as far as in their division, he's the best second string quarterback in that division.
Probably. I don't know if I can argue that one.
I don't see too many how many other quarterbacks you think is good enough second string than Wilson? If you actually think about it.
Yeah. I think that, especially that division, I think they could take that claim. I want to assume that you have the Jets at second coming out of the division as well. Then.
Yeah. I wanted to shake it up. Just because I know we was on the same path of picking. I think with the Jets, the Bills, is this going to be the final year, or is this going to be the collapse? You understand what I'm saying? Just because they had so many shots at it already, and they still haven't finished. You know what I mean? Is Allen gonna learn from not running the ball and getting beat up like Cam got beat up? Or other running backs, you know what I mean? How they got beat up?
They
Is this
doing
his
it.
year? Yeah.
No.
So we can go ahead.
We can go ahead and talk about the Buffalo Bills. We both got them number one. They're gonna win the division.
Yeah.
But no, they're not gonna win it.
Yeah.
Not to spoil my pick overall, but I think all roads go through Kansas City.
Oh yeah, all roads.
Until
you can't take
Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes is not in Kansas City, I think all roads go through Kansas City.
I agree.
And so who I have going to the Super Bowl. I think we'll be surprised by my path getting there. But
I think in that division, you know, even though it's tough, if Tua can stay healthy, I could see maybe 2-3 teams from that division going to, you know, with 2 teams picking up wild cards.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel